open up to allow a drug to go inside. What I show in the animation is the DNA actually twists open to make a hole, and the drug then comes in and slides into the hole.
Here is a virus with the protein molecules shown in yellow, linking 3 subunits of the molecule together. A more complete view can show how the yellow protein links many molecular subunits. The simulation of flight for training pilots was one of the first and largest practical uses of computer graphics. Synthetic flight can come very close to matching the thrill of real low-level flying. Flight simulation systems have become so advanced that the images are completely convincing. This is a so-called real-time system. The images are used interactively with the operator controlling how the plane moves. The concept is similar to playing a fast video game, but here the images are finely detailed. A complete flight simulation system capable of this can cost over £6 million. Harry Marks.
The ultimate system is real-time. A flight simulator is a very expensive piece of equipment. They're working in real time at a stunning level of realism.
This simulated space shuttle was devised to show how a landing would be done long before it actually happened. NASA, forced to detail how its projects might work, has developed some of the most remarkable computer imagery of all. This shows how the space station will be built using components delivered by shuttle. The whole sequence lasts for 20 minutes, from the first shuttle arrival to a journey around the completed space station. These computer-generated images are over 8 years old, but have never been bettered. Produced by Dr. James Blinn at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, they offer a scientifically accurate vision of the Voyager spacecraft as it hurtles past the outer planets. This deceptively simple computer image projects the position of the stars thousands of years from now, or where they were at the dawn of time. This is an award-winning film called Quest. It was made by some of the staff at Apollo Computers in Massachusetts. 50,000 hours of computing time and over 100 computers were used to complete a complex journey into someone's idea of a fantasy world. These highly reflective surfaces are created in the computer using an expensive and time-consuming process called ray tracing. An imaginary beam of light is traced as it would bounce from light source to an object to the viewer's eye. This creates highly detailed and limpid images of glass, water or mirrors, entirely synthetically. But in the end, films like this are really just rather gooey demonstrations of what a computer can do. There is little or no narrative interest. It's the world of commercials and commercialism that seems best suited to the products of computer graphics. Here is a sequence for Rockwell International. This is how an electronic pebble is made. The computer object is shaded and a marble texture is scanned into the computer and retouched to add more color to the marble texture. Finally, the texture is wrapped round or mapped onto the completed model and moved into the final scene. The ability to alter texture along with lighting and color provides an endless and often beautiful variety of forms. In this shot, the background is simply a photograph, but the jug is completely simulated. Ray tracing makes it look transparent. A Cray supercomputer can completely change almost any object or texture into another. Animation designer Jeff Kleiser.
The reason I think reality is of interest to people who are writing computer programs for simulating things is once you can suspend the viewer's disbelief in looking at a scene or an object, you can then do something with that object which is not possible in reality. That's where the fun is for me, is where you're not sure if you're seeing a real object or a synthesized object, but the payoff is when the synthesized object can behave in an unreal way or do something that would not be feasible in reality.
Seen in the context of history, the history of the film industry, computer graphics is simply the next logical step towards more elaborate special effects. From the earliest days, such effects were always there to baffle and amaze the audience. Nothing has changed. Perhaps the real problem for the designers with sequences like this is how quickly we, the audience, become blasé about flying around a billiard ball. Or watching snooker with a mind of its own, or at least the mind of a computer graphics artist.